This is what I make my coffee in now. It's like an iced coffee blend. I put some coconut mushroom protein powder stuff in there and some stevia. Shake it up. I don't like when the color is that dark, but it's a healthier option. And it's also cheaper. I thought I would echo. It has to be empty. Listen, if you have a house and you're not building a fort out of blankets and sheets and whatever you have in your living room and watching movies and eating popcorn, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing? Why pay rent if you're not building a fort out of blankets and sheets or whatever you have? If you have other ways of building forts, let me know. So that's all I want to say. You know, you can scroll all day long, but life is always an illusion, you guys. Nothing has ever been real. But the fact that like we have more information proving this, we have physicists proving this, and we spend our days scrolling and we watch all this content about why everything's so sad and repetitive and unfulfilling because of the doom scrolling, because of corn, because of just lack of connection. But we keep doing it over and over. But we scroll through things. We scroll through things wanting a different outcome, wanting to experience something new. And it's all happening mentally, right? It's not a physical sensation that we want. Even like corn is, you get a physical sensation, but it's really take me mentally somewhere else for a while. And if I can mix in something physical, then I can create the illusion that something has shifted in my life. I'm just using these as examples because I think that's what everyone is doing. That's what life was before. This is okay. You can scroll through on your phone, whatever device you use, you can scroll through that. But technology, the internet, artificial intelligence, video games, all of these things were created off of real life things. This was what real life already was. It's just funny to me that we finally have more information, more conclusions that this is how reality works. And there's still like the emptiness of it. I mean, this is what I talk about all the time. I think it's fascinating. But life was always like that before, like just trying to get the next fix in some way. We all get addicted to things. We all have our own little habits, our own repetitions that we go through that create this illusion of familiarity and comfort, and then we have things that we shift out of that routine every once in a while or every day. You know, we have a routine of the things that get us out of the routine, that make us feel alive just for a little bit, to then go back to the routine. But life was always about connection and relationships and learning new information, climaxing to bring more life into this world. It's all the same shit, but now it's like so quick and easy that it's lost its zest. There's a bee. Talking about the birds and the bees, and there's a bee. Dude, I got stung by a bee the other day. I was reading some negative comments. Not the other day, like a couple weeks ago. I was reading some negative comments and I got stung. I was just on a walk. But there's been like so many bees and wasps around lately. Ooh, it's hearing me. It's like swarming around my car. I had wasps swarm into my car. This woman and her son were about to help me, but I finally they got out and I ran into my car, closed the doors, and just drove off. I was just like, thank you. Anyway, I don't know. Life is always happening. I have my little microphone that people think. I have my microphone that people think is a chapstick that I drew on. I still have my doom scrolling stuff that I do. We all do. I'm not saying that I know any better than anyone else when I talk about these things. I think it's fascinating, and I feel bad for people who feel so disconnected from themselves and their lives when it's like you're the avatar, you're here to live life. And I feel bad for myself too because uh for so long I go in and out of it still. I'm still working through it, like wanting to share my life experiences with other people, but everyone's too busy in their own minds doom scrolling that we have forgotten how to like collectively coexist, you know, in real life and even online. We're just so used to being in our own heads all the time. And my lifestyle now, being homeless, I'm in my head even more. But really, like, that's not true. I've been living this way before I was even homeless. I've been living this way before I was even homeless. Like, people think it's sad what I'm going through and they think it's hard, but the things I was going through before being homeless, living in my car, couch surfing, was way harder. It was way harder, dude. I've been learning how to create my own reality, to be with myself, to accept who I am, what's going on in this present moment, to accept what is, and how to choose my outlook on things, my reaction to things moving forward, how to actually move forward consciously, how to take more, I want to say control, but that word triggers people so much. And I want to say how to listen to God more, but God triggers people so much. But really, just how to pay more attention to things that I cannot see, the quantum field, things that I cannot really see, but I've learned throughout majority of my life that it is there, and to accept that this is the real truth, the real reality is that shit is fucking crazy, weird, trippy, and how can I just apply that to my life and bring it back down to earth, ground that, and see what life has in store for me living this way, knowing that reality isn't real. This world is a simulation. This world, this universe is a simulation. I'm the avatar of my life. And what does that mean for me? We all get to choose what this means for us. And there's life here, you guys. There's life here. Oh, look at the light. There's life and there's light. And I have my ups and downs with it. Reality, or what other people perceive as reality, sucks me in sometimes. Like society, work, having a body that needs sleep and nourishment and nutrition and stuff. It can be very distracting for me sometimes and annoying when I just want to be the light. I just want to be tripping out on life all the time. I want to be with my God all the time. And I am. I think I just had to learn how to let simple, mundane, boring ass shit happen while also being this existential philosophical person. Anyway, life is a simulation, and you can choose to view it that way, and you can make, like, your actual life has been this way this whole time. We have this knowledge, and now it's like, look over here, look on your phone instead, scroll, doom scroll instead. Yeah, you could have done that, but now it's too late, we're going over here now. It's like, wait, I want to do this though, wait. That's what I've been doing instead of crying about it. Like, I cried about it enough, and now it's like, I'm just gonna do it. You guys go on ahead, keep doing your doom scrolling stuff, keep jerking to your corn. I'm gonna be over here. I don't know. I feel very grateful for everything that I've been doing the last few years. And I had many dreams, many profound dreams, but there was one dream in particular with people in my life, like going up and down staircases and cats and dogs and stuff, masculine, feminine, all this stuff that I'm now know that is like real things that people use to measure energy and life experiences, but I didn't know at the time, and the fact that it came to me in a dream is really cool. But I thought everything, because people from my dream live up here now, and I thought, like, physically I had to be with them somehow, like we had to like connect in the physical world, but really it was my dreams foreshadowing me being able to let go of the past. And I'm so grateful that the last how hard it has been for me, because now I can choose calmer waters. You know, we don't have to continuously go through the past and our past stories, but they're gonna come up. They're gonna come up every once in a while, no matter what we do. But I'm so grateful for all the fucking shit that I've been through. It's like the darker your life gets, the lighter it ends up being. When you really focus, and you set a plan for yourself, and you do everything that you can, when you set those intentions, it really can turn around. There is an unknown presence here, always with us and guiding us always. Life is guiding you always. And I feel very fortunate to be with this energy, be with this knowledge, not just searching in my phone for it, but I have my phone. I can doom scroll the knowledge to just be that, intelligent friend that's talking to me and agreeing with me. And I'm not like, but what does it all mean? I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, cool. Okay, then what about after we watch this video? What about we go and apply what we're watching in the video? Let's see what we can do. And by we, I mean just me and my God and the light. That's it. Yeah, it's been unfortunate to not be able to share it the way I want to share it with other people, but at least I get to experience it myself. You are that one person that makes a difference. You are that one person experiencing your life through your perspective, through your lens. So experience it. Experience it. Got to stop being so afraid to experience life. It's scary because everybody else is doom scrolling and jerking it to corn and telling you how to do things, and hating their jobs and hating their families. And but you got to do it. You have to do it. You got to work hard. You have to do these things. You have to be a citizen, a person. You have to. We're all doing it. You have to too. And if you don't, you're going to be an outcast. You're going to be wrong. It's going to be very miserable for you. And it is very miserable until, as you're working through that, while you realize this is the grass is greener on this side, I guess. It really is. and you attract people and circumstances on this side that actually resonate with you and this new version of you. You just have to go through a period of allowing that old version of you die, allowing that old reality to disintegrate, and focusing more on a brighter image that is the image that you want, the reality that you want, the life that you want. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been given to experience. And that's what I continue to choose to experience because it's fun, because it's more fulfilling than anything I've ever experienced in my life. And I don't think I ever will. And I think this is just part of the plan for me. And it's been part of the plan my entire life. I've always been really into this shit. Always. It's just who I am. And like, I know that I was going to be homeless no matter what. I kept meeting people who were homeless. I kept traveling to new places and meeting homeless people and hanging out with them and like doing cool shit with them. Like I was meant to live this life. I was going through letting go of what society tells me that reality should be. Mourning that, grieving it, being scared out of my fucking mind to do this all on my own. This is so fucking terrifying, but I did it. And the worst part is over, knock on wood. But what I've experienced up until now has been really, really difficult. And you just got to keep going. You just keep going. You just keep going. You work everything out like a muscle. You keep going. Your mind, your emotions, your physical well-being, everything, your financial stuff, psychological, everything. You just keep going with all of it. You want more for your life. You tell yourself you are more. No matter what is going on in your external world, you keep going with that. Because what is inside of you is what is really creating reality. And you just got to keep playing with that. Keep allowing yourself to play with that. As much as your ego is going to try and hold on to the past, because it will. You keep going with that and you'll get it. And then you'll realize one day, hey, life isn't what it was anymore, and I'm not who I am anymore, and I'm in a much better state, literally and metaphorically, state of consciousness. And then you keep going again. You say, hey, I did that before, I can do it again. I want more, I'm going to get more. There is work to be done, though. There are things that you have to shield yourself from. There are things that you have to realize that are not for you, that cannot come along with you, like the dream I had. I thought it was something that God was bringing to me, like, this is for you, but really it was God giving me that opportunity to work through things in my subconscious mind so I can move forward in my life without the trauma of that and the drama, without worrying about what other people think, without worrying about when is this going to come along, when is that going to happen. You just keep going in your life. This is Groundhog Day. And then every day in that movie Groundhog Day, they say somebody says anything different is good. Or maybe it was like the trailer for the movie or something. But I used to write that down repeatedly, and I used to watch Groundhog Day repeatedly when I was really sick in my 20s. Because every day you choose to focus on something just a little bit differently. You go to the same job every day, all day. Do one little tiny thing that is different than the day before. Seriously, and it will change your reality. Your mind will shift. This is what I did at my boring office job in my 20s when I was really sick. Like somebody told me to listen to a podcast, and I started listening to a podcast. I didn't know what a podcast was back then. It was like 2012. This was a long time ago. But things started to shift in my reality, and then it got me to do stand up, and then I started to take action on that, and then it got me writing again. And just these little tiny things you don't think make a difference, and then but you look back in hindsight and you're like, holy shit, I've changed so much for the better. Life is about changing, and the fact that we're not changing enough, we're just sitting there doom scrolling and feeling sorry for ourselves and making up all of these labels, diagnoses, to keep us feeling better about staying stagnant in our lives. You're meant to change. You're meant to change. You're meant to grow as a person. And you're meant to feel fear but in an adventurous way, not in a way to hold you back from ever experiencing your life, not in a way to ever hold you back from experiencing your life. You're meant, fear is there to protect you. Fear is actually your friend. It helps me navigate. Like I feel off. Something in my intuition and my gut is telling me don't go there. So I don't go there. Because I was doing that before. I was like, I kind of want to see what's in there. And it was bad every time. So we feel fear for a reason. It's your friend. But if you're feeling fear from just doing the same thing over and over, doom scrolling, the same job, the same people around that just are so unfulfilling. You know that they are, you're just gossiping about them all the time, you're talking shit about them in your head, you're dreaming about other people, other situations, whether that's your family or your partner or your friends, your coworkers, your bosses, anybody, any type of relationship. We've all been through this. I don't know, you just change. I'm all over the place, but you just change one tiny little thing every day, one tiny little thing, and you keep refining what you want to focus on, what your future that you want to be part of, the person you want to be. You have to know this for yourself to go anywhere in life. You can't sit there and cry all the time and say, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Eventually, you're going to have to make a decision. I was that person who would cry all the time. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. But all that time I was crying, saying, I don't know, I was moving forward. You know, I got into therapy to help grieve the loss of my mom. That the therapist started a grief group to help me further grieve the loss of my mom so I could be around other people who also were grieving, and I didn't have to be around my family who told me to get over it and didn't know how to grieve themselves. Reality presented me so many opportunities because I started to put in the work for me to get through these fears and these traumas and these challenges in my life that were holding me back from actually living life, being the main character of my life. Life is always working for you. Life always wants you to be living it. It's just waiting on you. And some people never choose this. Let those people choose that for themselves. But if you want that, if you're watching videos like this, if you want that, use what I'm saying, use what other people are saying as your friends that are guiding you along to help you in your own reality, to make something different happen every single day. It's not going to be this grand thing every single day, but there are days where there are grand things that happen, big shifts that happen, big magical experiences just jam packed in a day. Yesterday was like that for me. I felt like I was on vacation, but I went to a new place. I drove farther than I have, and I discovered this new place. And like, because something like that happened for me, it reignited that fire in me. And you just got to take these moments. It's like I'm scrolling through my reality, right? Like let me go further and let me scroll down this path, and then it gave me like a new algorithm. Now I'm experiencing new things in a new way. It's different. There's a new algorithm in my life. Technology is based on actual real life, you guys. You can do this in real life. And if you don't have to, but if you are unfulfilled, if you're craving that in your life, it's there for you if you want it. That's all I'm saying here. Have a wonderful day.